Welcome back to Instant Bulls, everyone. Welcome to Breakfast with Bulls. I'm going to go over the top 5 stocks that I am long in and exactly how I plan on playing each one of them. And I'm also going to give you guys an update on the overall market, as the market does look like we could see a possible rally coming into this week. And also, if you guys do want to see my penny stock breakout alerts throughout the day, go to instantbulls.com in the description below, and you guys can see all our penny stock breakout alerts throughout the day. So let's jump right into this one. So I'm going to go over the overall market with you guys here on the 4-hour and exactly how the S&P 500 does look here. And you guys can see here that we did have this huge sell-off. Again, this was last week. We had this major sell-off. We were talking about a possible market crash. Everybody was talking about a possible market crash. We mentioned how this was definitely probably not a market crash unless we did drop down below these levels that we did have. Again, previously we had this huge sell-off that we had because Biden did mention how we might have a 100% tax increase in capital gains for, again, everything that we do trade in the stock market and all the profits we do make. We would be having to pay twice as much taxes. And again, that was why we had this huge sell-off. So we had this major sell-off recently. A lot of people talking about market crash at these points. And again, that wasn't very valid in my opinion because the news was nothing compared to what we saw previously. And unless we did drop below those prices, in my opinion, then we would not see a crash. So you guys can see here, we had this major recovery since then. And I do want to mention that we are breaking into new highs on the S&P 500. And again, this is very bullish. Again, we had this very key level that we did come up to and we did get rejected and had that huge sell-off at 4,257. You guys can see here, I'm going to circle this for you guys here so you guys can see this huge rejection that we did have, and we had this major sell-off. So again, we were looking to see if we could break above it, and you guys can see we are breaking above it coming into this week, and we have this major breakout that could be happening and a possible rally coming into this week. So again, we're going to definitely watch the market as if we do stay over that 4,257 mark that we did previously get rejected at, then we could see a possible nice rally and a nice, in my opinion, a very good week of market conditions that we've been waiting for. And again, also, I'm going to go over exactly my top 5 stocks with you guys here so you guys can see. The first one I'm going to go over with you guys here is CCIV. So CCIV, in my opinion, is going to be very bullish. You guys can see here that we have been talking about this one as the 20 MA has been holding above the 50. And you guys can see the last video that we did make, the 20 MA was curling down here where we were looking to see if this 20 MA would curl up. And sure enough, you can see here that it is starting to curl up. We could see a possible continuation now. If we do break above our previous rejection point that we came down and the 20 MA did curl down to, again, with the market selling off, that's why we did have the sell off here. And you guys can see we are bouncing off the 50 MA, looking like we might have a nice rally with the 20 MA curling up here. So again, if we do break above this mark, again, over 27.33 above this rejection point, then we could see a nice intraday play on this one. But however, in my opinion, if you guys are looking for a safer play on the breakout, in my opinion, would be over 33.02. And again, it would have to hold over 33.02. You don't want to get rejected here at this previous rejection point. So again, in my opinion, 33.02 is very key again because we got this rejection at this point. And also you guys can see that we did consolidate previously and had this breakout at 33.02. So again, CCIV, Lucid Motors, very bullish in the future, in my opinion. They are going to be competing with Tesla and they are going to be changing their ticker symbol soon. So we could see a nice breakout coming into CCIV. And I definitely would be watching for that 20 MA to stay above the 50. And again, breaking over that 27.33 mark that we did previously get rejected at. So you guys can see, again, I'm going to go over the second one here with you guys. The next one I'm going to go over with you guys here is PLTR. And I want to go over PLTR with you guys here because you guys can see we did draw this descending wedge and it looks like we did break above it. But however, we did get this confirmation on this descending wedge from our bull flag that we did mention previously on this breakout. And again, 28.02 was our key breakout point that we did mention previously as we did break above our bull flag at that point. So you guys can see we extended our bull flag down, showing us that confirmation on this descending wedge. And we have been breaking above it. Again, with the 20 MA crossing above the 50, we were looking very bullish. We were looking to see if the 20 MA would curl up here. And it looks like we're starting to curl up here. We need this to continue to curl up and not curl down and not get rejected here at 28.02. Again, 28.02 is very key for us again, because we saw that previous breakout point. And again, we did get rejected exactly at 28.02 before we did have this breakout, which gave us that confirmation on this bull flag on that breakout. So again, 28.02, in my opinion, holding above it is very key coming into this next week and this month. But however, again, we have been talking about this one since the 20 MA was above the 50. And again, I am long on PLTR. I do believe PLTR will break new highs within the next 3 to 6 months. But however, I definitely would be careful again, as again, if the market does for some reason sell off or anything crazy happens in the market, then of course any stock will sell off. But however, like I said, I like PLTR as a company. I do believe that they will break into new highs within the next 3 to 6 months. And this is definitely one of my favorite long plays. I have this in my account. I have it in my parents' account. Again, this is not financial advice. This is what I'm doing. So again, PLTR, extremely good company, extremely good gains to come in the future, in my opinion. And the next one I'm gonna go over with you guys here is NIO. And the reason I go over NIO with you guys here is because they are the leader in electric vehicle companies in China, and we could see a major breakout from them at least some point or another. So again, this is one of my favorite long plays. In my opinion, 36 months is a great play. But however, I would hold this one for the next 5 years if I was going to be. But again, NIO, in my opinion, is a great swing trade long play. And I do like the 20 MA holding above the 50, and we could see a continuation here. We do need to hold above 47.89. As you guys can see, we came up and we got rejected. You guys can see here, we did previously consolidate and we got rejected at this point. We could not hold this level, which gave us our continuation sell-off. So again, breaking over 47.89 is very key. You guys can see we had our confirmation breakout at this point as well. So again, 47.89 is very key for us. Again, this is the top of the most amount of volume that was traded within the stock. And you guys can see we are consolidating exactly at this point that we have had the most amount of volume traded. And we are going to be trying to break above this point here that we got rejected at, so that way we can get that confirmation on this breakout. But again, we are going to need the 20 MA to curl up here. We need these candles to have, again, a nice breakout with the volume coming in to have that confirmation. But again, NIO, in my opinion, like I said, I'm long on NIO. We have been talking about this one since the 20 MA was crossing to the 50. And again, we have been continuing since then. And again, I'm going to go over my next favorite play here. I want to go over Charging Point because they are an electric vehicle charging company, and we have been seeing quite the run since we did mention the 20 MA was above the 50. And again, we are going to be looking into this one as a possible breakout if we can hold over 32.62. And again, 32.62 was very key for us because we came up and we got rejected exactly at this point from this major sell-off, bouncing off and getting rejected exactly at 32.62. So you guys can see we are going to come up and try to hold above it. We do see the 20 MA is above the 50. Versus last time we did have this major bounce from the 20 MA being below the 50. So again, we got this rejection of the 20 MA staying below the 50, but however, you see the 20 MA above the 50 at these levels. So we could see a major breakout. And again, our major breakout point is at 39.84. And again, 39.84 is very key, as we did see our continuation sell-off exactly at this point. We could not hold these levels and therefore gave us that sell-off on that huge enormous sell-off that we saw all the way down to around $19. So again, coming to this weekend, this month, we need Charging Point to hold over 32.62 in my opinion. If it cannot hold over 32.62 in my opinion, then we could see better prices coming in for Charging Point in my opinion. But however, like I said, we did talk about this one since the 20 MA was crossed another 50. And again, if this one happens to sell below those levels for whatever reason, again, I will be definitely buying more in my opinion, as I do like Charging Point as a very bullish company. In my opinion, they're going to go over $60 to $100 within the next 6 to 8 months. That's what my plan is to be playing into. So again, definitely be careful on this one. But however, I do like electric vehicle charging companies, again, as a safer play than a lot of electric vehicle companies, except for the very top two, in my opinion, which are NIO and Lucid Motors. So again, the next one I'm going to go with you guys here is going to be AMD. And the reason to go over AMD with you guys here is because they are a chip company, and you guys can see we have been consolidating within this channel for quite a while. And you guys can see we are due for somewhat of a run up. And the reason why I say that is because you guys can see overall, we are very bullish. We have seen this consolidation for quite a while, and we had a major breakout. We are looking for the same thing to happen. In my opinion, it's only due to happen. In my opinion, this is one of the safest and probably the safest stock that I've ever talked about on this channel. In my opinion, AMD is a very safe long play. And again, breaking under this channel would be a very tight stop loss, again, under $72. If it does break over to $72 for whatever reason, then we could see a gap down to our previous consolidation play. But however, in my opinion, AMD at these prices or at any prices other than under $72 is an amazing price. In my opinion, they will be holding over $100 by next year. In my opinion, this is not financial advice. This is not a recommendation. This is definitely something that I'm doing. But in my opinion, AMD is one of the only stocks that I will recommend to any of my friends or family members to look into as a possible trade for themselves to make a choice on. But again, AMD, however, like I said, has been consolidating within this channel for quite a while. And we see the 20 MA has been holding above the 50. We're going to see if this does continue and does continue to break out. And again, breaking over $96. And of course, breaking into that $100 range is very key for us on AMD. But again, I do want to mention this as, again, I do want to make sure we do talk about a very safe play, in my opinion, like AMD. And again, it's very important to have long plays. That's why I went over all of these long plays with you guys. That's why I went over the market with you guys, because again, if the market were to have a huge sell-off, were to have a crash, then all of these plays, of course, would not be a good long play. And also, I want to make sure we mention a very safe long play, because in my opinion, long plays are very important. And if you guys do want to see all my penny stock break alerts throughout the day, go to instabulls.com in the description below, and you guys can see all my penny stock break alerts throughout the day. And again, I do appreciate everybody that has been supporting the channel. Everybody that has been showing me love in the comment section, as always, God bless you guys. And if you guys do like this video, it does help other people find it, and it does help the channel grow. And I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video.